The United States made a critical mistake in relinquishing 100% control of the Panama Canal in 1977, ultimately leading to full Panamanian ownership by 1999. While the treaties were intended to foster goodwill and international stability, they failed to recognize the long-term strategic, economic, and security consequences of giving up complete authority over one of the world's most vital trade routes. Please consider clicking on the thumbs up icon and subscribing to our channel, as we are still far from becoming monetized. We need 1,000 subscribers, and at the time of creating this video, we have 410 out of the 1,000 subscribers needed. In recent months, displays of aggressive diplomacy, such as the bullying tactics employed by Trump, have highlighted the need for a more measured and cooperative approach to international negotiations. This proposal seeks to restore balanced governance, provide historic recognition to France and the West Indies, and reaffirm that the United States is the fairest nation in the world by investing heavily to correct past errors. The Panama Canal was not built in isolation. It was the result of decades of effort, engineering challenges, and human sacrifice. 3 major contributors shaped its completion. Led by Ferdinand de Lesseps, France sought to construct a sea-level canal, but failed due to disease, financial collapse, and engineering difficulties. Despite their failure, approximately 40% of excavation was completed, laying the groundwork for the successful U.S. effort. France's attempt resulted in 22,000 deaths, many of whom were West Indian laborers and French nationals. Gustave Eiffel, famous for the Eiffel Tower, was involved in an effort to salvage the project before its collapse. Financial scandals, including bribery and mismanagement, led to the Panama Scandal, one of France's largest political corruption cases.
Thousands of Jamaicans, Barbadians, Trinidadians, St. Lucians, Guadeloupeans, and Martiniquans migrated to Panama as laborers, enduring harsh working conditions and high death rates due to malaria and yellow fever. Their sacrifices ensured the completion of the canal, yet their nations have never been formally recognized for their contributions. After construction, many West Indian workers settled in Panama, establishing communities in Colón and Panama City, and shaping Panamanian culture with music, cuisine, and traditions. Today, Afro-Panamanians, many of whom are descendants of West Indian laborers, make up 14.9% to 24.5% of Panama's population. Their contributions to Panama's development and culture are undeniable, and their historical sacrifices deserve recognition.
After purchasing the failed French assets for $40 million, the United States restructured the project, adopting a lock-based system instead of the impractical sea-level design. Massive public health efforts eradicated disease threats, allowing successful completion. The United States operated the canal until full control was handed to Panama in 1999, following the Torrijos-Carter treaties signed in 1977. The 1977 decision to relinquish ownership entirely was an unprecedented move that ignored long-term geopolitical implications. As a result, the United States lost its ability to oversee pricing, trade regulations, and security. Global trade partners questioned U.S. leadership in strategic economic zones. Panama assumed full control despite lacking initial infrastructure expertise, requiring decades of adjustments. Now, the United States must reinvest in restoring its rightful stake in the canal while ensuring fairness for all historical contributors. To restore stability and fairness, this proposal advocates a rebalanced control structure. United States, 48% control and profit share. Leads security, modernization, and trade efficiency, ensuring long-term global stability. Panama, 48% control and profit share. Retains sovereign governance, benefiting from U.S. infrastructure investments. France, 2% control and profit share. Recognized for its early excavation, receiving financial acknowledgement but no direct control. Caribbean Fund, 1% control and profit share. a fund dedicated to the West Indian nations whose labor built the canal. This includes Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad, St. Lucia, Guadeloupe, and Martinique. Financial distribution will be determined by a regional panel formed by Caribbean governments, with the exact method of allocation to be negotiated later. This ensures historical fairness while reaffirming U.S. leadership in global trade security. In order to justify reclaiming 48% control, the U.S. must invest significantly in Panama's economic and infrastructure growth. The estimated investment breakdown is infrastructure expansion, modernizing locks, transportation efficiency, and logistics hubs. Cost $10 to $15 billion. Economic incentives for Panama trade benefits, direct national development funding, cost $5 to $10 billion. Security enhancements, cybersecurity, and military cooperation to protect the canal, cost $3 to $5 billion. Total financial commitment, $18 to $30 billion over 10 to 20 years. This ensures Panama sees economic growth, modernized infrastructure, and security reinforcements, making the deal attractive while preserving sovereignty. While this proposal is well-structured, securing agreements requires careful strategic diplomacy. Key challenges include Panama's resistance to shared control. Since 1999, Panama has held full governance. Renegotiating will require strong incentives. Global trade partners' reactions. Some nations may resist renewed U.S. influence in canal pricing. Historical acceptance. France and the Caribbean nations must formally support their inclusion. However, with clear financial benefits, security enhancements, and recognition for all historical contributors, diplomatic success is possible. By rectifying past mistakes, offering financial investment, and recognizing historical contributors, this proposal reinforces that the United States is the fairest nation in the world. The Panama Canal is a global asset, and this structure ensures modern stability, historical justice, and economic fairness for all involved parties. Will Panama, the United States, and global partners accept this negotiation? With the right diplomatic effort, the future of the canal can be reshaped for generations to come. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing and clicking on the thumbs up icon.